Decision time once again. Choose your second finalist for Top Play of the Year. 3 great options, but only one is moving on. The final 2 are in your hands. Stay tuned to find out who takes home this year's title of Top Play of the Year. Thanks, everybody.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the New York Liberty. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
And as the WNBA continues to grow, the leadership we're seeing throughout the league has been great.
Both on the players and league sides. Some great people in charge, doing what's right for the future.
Absolutely, Brian. And the big thing, everybody's on the same page. They all want to advance the sport, advance the league, and continue to just be an elite product.
Pass to Phoebish. 5 to shoot. Ionescu outside. Kept alive. Jones can't hit.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Stewart with the ball. And stolen by Azare Stevens. To the paint. Here's Plum. And she banks in the layup.
They're doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely.
They need this. That's tipped. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. Cloud. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Crazy, just so crafty from the foul line down. Cloud makes up for a lack of size with savvy.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
And that's a foul called on Odyssey Sims. That's her first foul. And the Liberty with possession here, trailing by 5. They grab their own miss. Cloud can't get it to go. Now here's Plum. She's covered by Cloud. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. You shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 in most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Pass to Hamby. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
At 6'3" with great leaping ability, Hamby's a tough stop down low.
Here's Phoebish. Jones with it. She's covered by Hamby. It's snatched up. Jones misses. The Sparks leading. Inside. It's stolen by Stewart. Pass to Phoebish. And Jackson picks up the foul. That is the first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for Los Angeles. Julie Alamon.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Jones right side. Poked loose. 6 to shoot. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Rebound by the Sparks. To the inside. Plum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
It's just so hard to knock Plum off balance. He is so good at absorbing contact and finishing anyways.
Ionescu outside. Liberty, keep it alive.
She's jacked up a number of threes, but her accuracy has just not been there. If you ask me, it's time to try something new.
Now here's Plum. No good from outside. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Offline with the three. And she lobs it up. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Here's Ionescu. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Jones. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the right side. Ionescu. She's guarded by Alaman. Shot is good by Ionescu.
Little teardrop from Ionescu. You need this shot to excel in the WNBA as a point like Sabrina is.
Now here's Jackson. Past Alaman. Back to Jackson. The tray. New York with the rebound. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ebish shot is off. Right side Plum. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Pass on Natasha Cloud.
Yeah, that's a nifty move by Plum right there. Taking her shot right into the defense and making sure she gets the whistle.
That's also good, so she hits them both. Ionescu outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Sparks ahead. They're up by 6. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Good effort. Very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they are up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
Now Sims. Pass to Plum. Here's the three. The three-pointer is on target.
The sweet lefty stroke of Kelsey Plum, dialed in from distance.
Well, New York won that 2020 lottery, and their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
Now here's Plum. 9 points in the game. Got that one up quick.
Well, if you hit a 3 on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Burke. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Good D by De'Erica Hamby. Kelsey Plum drives in. She gets that one.
When you see Plum coming at you, your instinct is to protect the hoop. That's why her pull-up is deadly.
And here's Burke. Outside Stewart. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
And the Sparks call time here. When we talk about players that just flat out win, who comes to mind?
Well, give me Brianna Stewart. 4 titles in college and a couple more in the WNBA. Stewie knows how to do one thing, and that's get rings.
Yeah, Stewie is incredible, and she just wins, flat out. But I'm going to go with Chelsea Gray. 3 WNBA titles, including the last 2. She really helped Las Vegas and that core get over the hump.
Now here's Hamby. Connects from three-point range.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up. Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Pass to Plum. Takes the 3.
Rebounded by Phoebus.
On offense, here's the Liberty. 11-point game. They get it back. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Back to Plum. Lets the 3 fly. It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor. Ionescu outside. New York, no good that time either.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Cloud outside. Rebound by the Sparks.
And one of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
She was huge. The Mystics getting their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments.
And the basket by Ionescu.
Demonstrating how agile she is. Once Ionescu finds a lane, she rips through it like tissue paper. And that's a lot of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest player out there.
Plum can't hit.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
An open look for Breanna Stewart. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
Well, Stewart doesn't hesitate when she gets a look she likes. She gets her feet set quickly and shoots with confidence.
Plum gets the bucket.
Yet another 3 for her. She's really been draining them here in the second.
And the Liberty call time here. I mean, without question, Plum is displaying her skills today.
She's been gunning from deep. If you're guarding her, you've got to get into her jersey. You can't sag off her at all, or you're just asking her to drop another 3 on you.
Here's Ionescu. 13 points in this game. Cloud outside. Out to the wing. Here we go, all alone. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the away
And the
team.
exciting Rakia Jackson, taken 4th overall in the 2024 draft.
Well, she's got a reputation in college that she earned as an electric scorer. About 18 points per game, which is a huge number in college over her career. Jackson could get buckets from all 3 levels, and it's 6'2". Her length, it's kind of a matchup problem for a lot of guards.
Drops in the tray.
Good heads-up play by Plum, moving the ball and creating for another shooter.
And the Liberty with possession here. 3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Stevens grabs the board. Smooth sailing for the Sparks. They lead by 20, and that's the most we've seen.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game. This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
Phoebus.
And again, it's the Liberty missing. Now here's Plum. She's guarded closely. Over to the wing. Here's Alema. Another 3 for the Sparks.
4-3.
And here's Ionescu. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sparks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Plum has been sensational.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Liberty ball.
Now here's Ionescu. She's covered by Sims. Ionescu misses.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23. They missed the playoffs by just 1 win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
Here's Cloud. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second personal foul.
The talent in this league just keeps getting better. And this year's rookie class, it is special.
It is so exciting to see this rookie class. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is the headliner. She comes into this league with massive expectations.
Yeah, and the depth of this class is just unreal. So many potential stars in the first round. I cannot wait to see their careers unfold.
It's good. Proving what a selfless player she is, Ionescu is all about getting the rock to wide open teammates.
And the basket by Plum.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever, the shots are falling for her.
Outside, Stewart. Drills it from outside.
Start shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch 4.
So it's the Sparks now. Outside Sims. Jacks up a 3. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Jackson pulls it in.
You know, it has been a rough night for her, but you can't falter on that try.
Outside Plum. Here's Stevens. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. And Kelsey Plum gets the whistle that time. That is her 3rd foul so far.
Team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Left side Plum. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for the Sparks.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, League MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
She is just bombing it today. How many more 3s are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Yes, it's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 13. Left side Sims. That one falls.
And how about the persistence from Sims? Fantastic at taking contact and still finishing off the play.
Here's Cloud. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is good.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
It's good from long range.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And the basket by Plum.
Can't lose sight of Plum in transition. She loves to shake free and score in these situations.
Cloud with it. Stevens covering. And Stewart gets it to go.
Her quickness and soft touch around the rim, it allows her to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in the arsenal.
Odyssey Sims for three. And the Sparks, another three.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The offensive rebound. The second chance effort. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
Here's Jackson, and there's the call on Stevens. That's her first foul.
We're seeing the shot dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Up top, Cloud. She's guarded by Alaman. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Stewart misses. Knocked loose. Sabali with the steal. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This definitely deserves the prize. She read the defense like a point guard and put that pass right on the money.
That's just some real versatility coming from her, not something that the majority of them possess.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Burke. Pass to Johannes. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
How about the dime from Harrison? This is what sharing the ball is all about.
And here's Cannon. Guarded by Davis. From downtown. Cannon, no good.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
Now here's Alaman. She's tightly guarded, and the shot goes in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Johannes. She's guarded by Alaman. From 8. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's Russell. Good. And the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
No question. They're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Now here's Sabali. Here's Davis. And rebounded by Brink. Now here's Alaman. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Pass to Davis. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now Burrell. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
And it's Alaman with the foul. That's her first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Pass to Burke. Davis. Here's Jones. Guarded by Russell. Can they get it? And there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Here's Alema. And the Sparks, another three.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Here's Burke. It's hauled in by Cannon.
What appeared to be an easy 2 points just went straight out the window.
Pass to Brink. Here's Cannon. From deep. Johannes with the rebound. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And she's going for the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
The lob, the slam, a work of art.
I hope there's a genie here, because if there is, I wish really badly that we get to see a few more of those.
Now Johannes. Pass to Jones. That one, good for two.
Maureen Johannes dropping dimes.
And it's the Sparks ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Brink down low. Guarded by Savali. Brink's shot is off. Pass to Burke. And here's Savali. Johannes. They get the rebound.
That is such a low percentage shot.
She's got to remember that she has 4 teammates out there with her. She doesn't need to do it all by herself.
On offense, here the Liberty. Launches the three. The shot by Burke, no good. Pass to Russell. Shoots over Jones. Alema, guarded by Davis. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
The baseline J, and she nails the jumper.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Here's Burke. Kicks it out to Jones. Hits the three-point bomb.
Look at the spacing Jones is able to create in the pick and roll. Good teamwork results in a great shot.
And they can just sit on the ball here.
Enjoy it. They've earned the win.
No doubt. Brink. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
And here's Johannes. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them and an enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that's a wrap, everyone.